Very good morning to everyone. Welcome to the first lecture of the semester. This semester, I would be taking financial accounting with all of you. You can see in the screen the subject which I am going to take in this semester is financial accounting. This is the advanced version of accountancy and financial management. You are doing accountancy and financial management from your semester 1. You had AFM, accountancy and financial management 1 in semester 1, accountancy and financial management 2 in sem 2 of first year, AFM 3 and AFM 4 in second year BCom, and in third year BCom you have financial accounting 5, and in semester 6 you will have of TY BCom, third year BCom, you will have the last financial accounting 6. So let us now discuss the topics. Let us discuss the topics in the subject. So the first topic which you all have in this semester is internal reconstruction. Now, about this chapter, we will discuss in detail in the later part of this lecture. The next topic which is there in the syllabus is preparation of final accounts of companies. Now, final accounts of companies, as you all know, that final accounts is there from when you have started learning accounts, right from your first year junior college, you were doing final accounts. It was sole trading concern in 11th standard. Then in 12th standard, you have final accounts of partnership firm. In your third year, you had again final accounts of manufacturing concern in your first semester of FY BCom. In the second, there were different types of final accounts were still there, and then in second year you have final accounts of partnership firm with effect of admission, retirement, that it was the advanced version what you had done in your 12th standard. And in the next semester, that is semester 4, there was a there was again final accounts. Now, see, as you all know, final accounts is there in every semester. In this semester also, final accounts are there. But this time, we will be studying the final accounts of companies, joint stock companies. So the basic of final accounts will remain the same what you are learning from your 11th standard, from first year junior college. The basics will remain the same, only the way of presentation will change. You will have different format how you will present the final account in front for the shareholders, for the company. What is the presentation will change, that we will discuss in detail when we will be doing this chapter. But you have to understand that the basics will not change, all the basics will remain the same, that you will be given the trial balance, certain adjustments. With the help of those, we will have to prepare the final accounts, profit and loss account, trading P&L account and balance sheet, but in the format prescribed by Companies Act 2013. That will be our way to present the format. Everything I will explain in detail when we will go to this chapter, when we will be doing this chapter. And then after final accounts, we have buyback of shares. Now, in the last semester, you have done redemption of preference shares, redemption of debentures. What does redemption means? Redemption means repayment of capital. as we know, there are two type of shares: equity shares and preference shares. Uh, Equity, now preference shares we have discussed in the last semester when we were doing redemption of preference shares. So now there is one more class of shares known as the equity shares, which are the permanent shares of the company. So once the equity shares are issued by the company, those can be repaid only at the time of the winding up of the company. So that's why we call our equity shares as the permanent shares. Now still what happens that we cannot repay the equity shares, but there is one concept known as a buyback of shares, buyback of equity shares, where the company themselves will buy back. The name itself will say you buying back. They will buy the, they themselves, the company will buy the shares of of their own company from the market. That is known as buyback of shares. Now see, when the company is buying their own shares from the market, now if they may try to buy as many number of shares, they may buy all the shares from the market, but that is not possible. There are some restrictions, there are some conditions for buyback. There is certain percentage and there is maximum number of shares which the company can buy from the market. So all those conditions, what are the requirement of buyback, how much maximum shares the company can buy back from the market, and it's their own share. So redemption say similar, this is a concept which is similar to redemption. The journal entries what we will be doing will be very similar to the redemption. So buyback is a very you will find buyback to be very simple and will be very similar to redemption of preference shares. Even the journal entries are very similar to redemption. So in redemption, what happens? Because you know preference shares are repaid for a certain, I mean preference shares are issued for a certain period of time. After a certain period of time, those has to be repaid. The capital amount what the shareholders have paid have to be repaid back to them. And you know that redemption can be done at par, premium and discount. And I know you know what is, I assume you know what is par, premium and discount. Par means the company is uh, when the company is repaying the preference shares, they are repaying them at the face value, that is known as par. Discount means the amount what is repaid is lesser than the face value, discount. And premium means when the company is repaying, they are repaying more than the face value of the shares is premium. So in under buyback also, buyback can be at par, discount and premium. So the same, and even as I told you, the journal entries also are similar. Everything we will discuss in detail when we will go to this chapter, buyback of equity shares. Then the next chapter, what we have in this in the syllabus, in the subject is investment accounting. The next topic what we have is investment accounting. Now, what do we mean by investment accounting? Now, investment accounting, you know that what does invest? What do you mean by investment? What we do whenever think from a point of view of an individual. So when an individual gets his income, when the individual gets his income, what will he do? That income is utilized for his expenses, but in majority situation, in major situation, what the individual will do, he will or she will not spend, will try to spend uh, some amount for expenses. It may be maximum in the initial stage, it may be maximum amount for expenditure, but there may be also savings. Saving is very important, correct? So that saving, what the individual, what a person may do from that saving, what he may do, the person may do investment. Investment means a part of the saving can be invested in the form of, what is the most what is the most famous famous way of doing investment? Maybe they may keep their money with the bank in the form of fixed deposit, and they may what they may get, we may get interest on those fixed deposit. But there is one more way of doing investment. It may be by way of shares, debentures, bonds, purchasing of shares, debentures, bonds. So these are also a way of doing investment. So in this chapter, we will see that an individual or a company, see, it is not compulsory that only an individual can do investment. Investment can also be done by a company. So there are two ways. See, so investment means it may be an investment done by an individual, or it may be investment done by a company. Now, where can the investment be done? Investment may be done in two type of securities. One is known as fixed income bearing security, and the other one is known as non-fixed income, that is fluctuating income bearing security. Now, can you give me examples of fixed income bearing securities wherein when you invest, you will get fixed income, wherein when you invest, you will get fixed income? That may be preference shares. Yes, correct. Preference shares, debentures, bonds, the rate of interest what you will get, yes, fixed deposit, the rate of interest what you get will be fixed, that you know in advance that if you invest here, what will be the return that you will get. The rate of interest will be fixed. In this chapter, what you will see, that there will be purchase of investment, purchase of preference shares, purchase of debentures, and then there will be sale of it. Then there will be sale of investment. So there will be two type of, so there may be two conditions. The conditions will be purchase and the sale. Purchase of investment, sale of investment. There may be two types, two things that we will have to understand in this chapter: purchase of investment and sale of investment. Then you know, whenever we purchase investment, it is an expense, means you'll have to pay something. But when you will sell the investment, you will get profit. You may earn profit or loss. So, and then as I told you, there are two type of investment: fixed income bearing and non-fixed income bearing. You have given examples of fixed income. Now can you give me example of non-fixed income bearing securities, where if you invest, the return is not fixed? Yes, you are very correct. It is equity shares. So the non-fixed income bearing security is equity shares. Under equity shares, you may get fixed income. No, sorry, you will in the equity shares, you will not get fixed income. the dividend what you will get will depend on the performance of the company, and it will not be fixed. It will be depending on the performance of the company. So equity shareholders get the dividend depending upon the performance of the company, and they may also not get it. It is not compulsory on the part of the company to pay the dividend. So it may be, and even we don't know how much will be the dividend for equity shares. So therefore, on non-fixed income bearing security, we have only one security known as the equity shares. So in this investment accounting, which is governed by Accounting Standard 13, we have two types: fixed income bearing security and non-fixed income bearing security. We will do this chapter also in detail when we will be doing this chapter. Then the last chapter in your syllabus is ethical behavior and implications for accountants. Now this is a pure theory chapter, ethical behavior and implications for accountants. So this chapter will deal with what are the ethical behavior, what do you mean by the ethical behavior, and then how does it reflect, what is the difference, what is the link between law, corporate governance, corporate social responsibility, and ethics. What does the accounting profession mean by the ethical behavior? So this is a fully theory chapter. You will have to read this chapter, and there may be a theory. What will be the pattern? As of now, we do not know whether it will be a online exam or it will be a offline exam. There are chances that this year we will have a offline exam. So with that, we will go to our next slide, that is paper pattern as prescribed by Mumbai University. So now, see, last year we did not have this pattern because it was a online exam. So online exam we had uh, only multiple choice questions. In the third semester you had 50 questions. University had decided to give 50 questions, and out of that 50 questions you all had to solve any 40 questions for 1.5 marks, and total 60 marks, which was converted into 100 marks. In the later fourth semester, Mumbai University had again changed the pattern of, it was again decided that it will be an online examination, and the pattern was different. It was 50 questions, and all the 50 questions were compulsory, and for it was all the 50 questions were for 1 marks, and then later to be converted into 100 marks, and your result was declared. But this semester, fifth semester, you all are in your TY BCom fifth semester, and we are not aware right now that what we exactly, we cannot say that what will be the pattern of the examination, but most probably it should be a offline examination. And if it is a offline examination, this is the paper pattern in front of your screen. Question number 1 will be objective questions for 20 marks, which will have two sub questions. Sub question 1A, wherein 12 questions will be asked. You will have to answer any 10. And sub question B, wherein also 12 questions will be asked. You will have to answer any 10. And the questions, objective questions that can be asked in this question number 1 may be from multiple choice, true or false, match the column or fill in the blanks without options. These may be the questions that can come under question number 1 for 20 marks. Even if you solve all the 12 questions but only 10 questions will be answered, आपका पूरा 12 करेक्ट है तो भी आपको मैक्सिमम 10 मार्क्स ही मिलेगा. बट बेटर है कि आप पूरा 12 क्वेश्चंस भी आंसर करो और उसमें से आपको 10 क्वेश्चंस मतलब कितना राइट होगा उसके लिए मार्क्स मिलेगा. एंड मैक्सिमम मार्क्स यू मे गेट इज 10 फॉर ईच क्वेश्चन. Then question number 2, question number 3, question number 4 will be practical questions which will come from chapter number internal reconstruction, final accounts, investment accounting and buyback of shares. So from the 4 practical chapters, this question number 2 to question number 4 questions will be asked from the 4 practical chapters. So in each question there will be an option and it will be for 20 marks, but this 20 marks may be divided into questions of 10 marks, but the question of 10 marks 10 plus 10 will again be 20, but question number 2 के बदले में एक और question रहेगा for 20 marks. So question number 2 option, in the option you will have one more question number 2, question number 3 also there will be one more option, and question number 4 also there will be one more option. You have to solve any one and it will be for 20 marks each. So question number 1 20 marks, 2 20, 3 20, 4 20. So it will come to total 80 marks. And then we will have our question number 5, which again will be for 20 marks. And this will be theory questions. And theory questions may be asked from all the 5 chapters. Theory questions will be asked by all 5 from all the 5 chapters. Theory question first one 10 marks के लिए 2 questions can be asked, A and B, or in option you have short notes where 6 questions will be asked and you will have to answer any 4 for 5 marks each. Either you can solve A, B 10 marks each, or you can solve short notes. Now, if you solve one question for 10 marks from the theory, that is 10 marks का question, and 2 questions from short notes, तो आपको दोनों में से जहाँ पे आपको हाईएस्ट मार्क्स मिला है उसका ही मार्क्स मिलेगा. आप दोनों में से एक क्वेश्चन पूरी तरह से सॉल्व करो. आप दोनों में से आधा आधा सॉल्व करोगे तो आपको पूरा 20 मार्क्स नहीं मिलेगा. वहां का 10 मार्क्स का जो आपने आंसर लिखा है वो चेक होगा. सपोज वहां पे आपको 7 मार्क्स मिला एंड शॉर्ट नोट्स आपने 2 ही सॉल्व किया, उसमें आपको 8 मार्क्स मिला, तो आपको 7 + 8 15 मार्क्स नहीं मिलेगा. या 7 और 8 में जो हाईएस्ट मार्क्स है वो आपको मिलेगा. दैट इधर यू विल गेट, सो यू विल गेट व्हाट, यू विल गेट 8 मार्क्स फॉर क्वेश्चन नंबर 5. गॉट द पॉइंट? सो आपको क्या करना है, इधर यू सॉल्व 2 questions of 10 marks each or you solve short notes 4 questions. Don't मतलब आधा आधा मत करो, इधर से आधा उधर से आधा. That will not work for you. You will get only the highest from both of them. Question number 5 में A and B में highest और short note में whatever is the highest, that marks you will get. So I hope this paper pattern is clear to you. So as of now, we can assume that it will be an offline exam only, but there is no clearance from the university as of now. There is no circular that what will be the pattern of examination in this semester. Most probably it may be a offline exam, and if it's a offline exam, this is the paper pattern which we will have to follow. So now with this, I will proceed to the next slide. which is our first chapter. What I told you that we will be starting with internal reconstruction. We will be starting with the first chapter, that is internal reconstruction. What is the first chapter we will be doing today? It is internal reconstruction. Internal reconstruction. See, and the paper will be of 100 marks. If it's a offline exam, the paper will be for 100 marks. So internal reconstruction, there are two words, internal and reconstruction. Now, what do you mean by these two words? Internal means within. Internal means within the company, and in this semester all the chapters what you have will be relating to the company. So internal means within the company, and reconstruction means to again construct, to again form. So what does this mean? Internally to form again means this is a situation in the company when a company is making. So internal reconstruction is a situation which a company may undergo when it is facing, when it is making losses for few years, year after year. If a company is facing losses, so then what happens? If a company makes a loss year after year, from few years, if a company is making losses, then the confidence what we have in the company, the shareholders, the stakeholders, everyone, their confidence on the company will reduce. Their confidence in the company will reduce. So this the confidence will reduce, because, and what you will see that the share prices in the market, in the stock exchange also must have reduced, because their performance is not good. And if the company will be making losses like this every year, then there may come a situation that we will have to close down the company. We will have to close down the company. So that situation, what happens? We will have to close down the company. So therefore, what happens? If we will close down the company, then no one will get, hardly get, the stakeholders of the company will not get anything. So therefore, all the stakeholders of the company, along with the permission of the court, along with legally they come together and they agree to make a sacrifice. तो internal reconstruction में क्या होता है? Internal reconstruction में the all the stakeholders of the company, they decide कि अगर हम लोग ये sacrifice नहीं करेंगे, मतलब जहाँ पे मुझे 10 रुपीस मिलना चाहिए, वहाँ पे मैं एग्री करती हूँ कि मुझे 8 रुपीस भी चलेगा। अगर मैं ये sacrifice नहीं करूँगी तो मुझे शायद कुछ भी नहीं मिलेगा। Therefore, all the stakeholders of the company, they decide that they will are ready to make a sacrifice on their claim, ready to reduce their claim, and then they try to reduce the losses. They try to write off the losses, they try to cancel the losses which has been accumulated by the company में जो losses हो गया है, जमा हो गया है, उसे क्लियर करने की, उसे राइट ऑफ, उसे कैंसिल करने का ट्राई करते हैं कंपनी. So as I have already told you, this situation arises. Internal reconstruction करने का कब situation आता है? It arises when company is making losses year after year. And tell me, a company who is making losses year after year, तो वो सच कंपनी का कोई भी गुडविल होगा क्या, गुड रेप्यूटेशन होगा क्या इन द माइंड ऑफ द पीपल? नो. The company which is making losses year by year, उनका सिक, उनको उसको हम क्या बोलते हैं, सिक कंपनी बोलते हैं, SICK, सिक कंपनी cannot boast of having any goodwill because it is making losses year after year. तो गुडविल भी कभी वैल्यू एकदम वैल्यूलेस हो गया रहेगा. ऐसा कंपनी का अगर गुडविल करके एक असेट है बैलेंस शीट में, देन दैट asset also will have become valueless. So what we do, goodwill and other intangible assets of such company become useless, and you will see that the profit and loss account of such company will be in the asset side. Now what do you mean profit and loss account will be in the asset side? Batao, if the profit and loss account is in the asset side, is it a profit or a loss? If yes, correct. If the profit and loss account is in the asset side, it signifies losses made by the company. The company is incurring a loss. So in this chapter, you will see that in every sum, you will see the profit and loss account to be in the asset side, and you will also see that such companies will not have any reserves. You know what are reserves? Reserves are the savings of the company. सो ऐसे कंपनी का जिसमें इंटरनल रिकंस्ट्रक्शन होने वाला है, वो कंपनी में हार्डली कोई रिजर्व्स रहेगा. व्हाई देयर मे नॉट बी एनी रिजर्व्स? Hardly. If it is there, it is very rare, but maximum time such company will not have any reserves. क्यों ऐसे कंपनी में रिजर्व्स नहीं होगा? बिकॉज इफ द सेविंग्स ऑफ सच कंपनी मस्ट हैव बीन यूटिलाइज्ड इन द अर्ली स्टेजेस ऑफ लॉसेस. मतलब जब कंपनी को आप पहले सिचुएशन में कंपनी के जब पहले फ्यू ईयर्स, मतलब जब फर्स्ट ईयर्स में कंपनी को, अर्ली ईयर्स में जब कंपनी को लॉसेस हुआ रहेगा, तभी ये रिजर्व्स को यूटिलाइज कर दिया रहेगा. तो ऐसे कंपनीज में हार्डली कभी कोई रिजर्व्स रहेगा. सो ऑलमोस्ट ऑल द रिजर्व्स एंड सरप्लस ऑफ सच कंपनीज विल बी यूज्ड ऑफ. गेटिंग द पॉइंट? एंड दिस, ये जो कंपनी है, इन दिस जब हम इंटरनल रिकंस्ट्रक्शन करने के बारे में सोचते हैं, तो दिस इज अ वेरी क्रूशियल स्टेप. एंड देखो, इंटरनल रिकंस्ट्रक्शन, ये सिचुएशन किसी भी कंपनी के लाइफ टाइम में एक ही बार आ सकता है. दिस इज वंस इन अ लाइफ टाइम सिचुएशन. इंटरनल रिकंस्ट्रक्शन हम हर बार नहीं कर सकते. यू टेल मी, this company is making losses year after year, so all the stakeholders of the company along with the court decide to make a sacrifice कि चलो ये कंपनी, मेरा जितना भी क्लेम है मुझे उतना मत दो, थोड़ा कम दो. everyone, now who are the stakeholders? from the bank, कंपनी ने जिससे लोन लिया है, creditors, everyone, shareholders, debenture holders, everyone, all the person who have interest in the company are ready to make a sacrifice. But ये जो सिचुएशन है, बार बार अगर ऐसा कंपनी करेगी तो एवरी टाइम देयर मे नॉट बी अ internal reconstruction. Every time the stakeholders will not agree to make a sacrifice, correct? This is one time situation. So ये situation में हम एक special account create करते हैं, which is known as a capital reduction account. So capital reduction is a nominal account. I hope all of you know the rules of nominal account. Debit all expenses and losses, credit all incomes and gain. So ये account में अगर एक्सपेंस होगा तो वी विल डेबिट दिस अकाउंट, इनकम होगा तो वी विल क्रेडिट दिस अकाउंट. दिस इज सिमिलर टू प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट बिकॉज प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अकाउंट ऑल्सो इज अ नॉमिनल अकाउंट, करेक्ट? So capital reduction is a special account which we create in this, which we will be creating in this chapter. For internal reconstruction, we create capital, a special account known as capital reduction. This special account which is opened in internal reconstruction, as I told you, this is a nominal account. That is, if company incurs a loss, capital reduction will be debited. And मतलब कोई भी situation में you will understand in the later part of the chapter when I will discuss in the later part. मतलब जब भी आपको लगेगा, जैसे for example, whenever we will, the company will say कंपनी को लॉस हो रहा है तो हम कैपिटल रिडक्शन को डेबिट करेंगे, कंपनी को प्रॉफिट हो रहा है तो कैपिटल रिडक्शन को क्रेडिट करेंगे. एंड लास्ट में आफ्टर all the steps are all the entries are, जब हम लोग सारा जो भी क्वेश्चन में बोला है कि what all sacrifices and everything changes has been made, finally all the we close the capital reduction account and the balance of the capital reduction account is transferred to capital reserve. The balance of this account, the balance of capital reduction account at the end is transferred to a special account known as capital reserve. You all are aware of this reserve. पहले सुना है capital reserve के बारे में. So capital reserve is a special account wherein non-repetitive nature of profits are transferred. We have seen in प्रॉफिट प्रायर टू इनकॉर्पोरेशन, जो प्री पीरियड का प्रॉफिट होता था वो हम कहाँ पे ट्रांसफर करते थे? कैपिटल रिजर्व में. क्यों? बिकॉज once a firm is converted into a company, अब वापस कंपनी फर्म में कन्वर्ट नहीं होगी. आप एक बार आपका प्रमोशन हो जाता है, यू कम टू अ हायर लेवल, देन आप कभी भी पीछे मुड़ के लोअर लेवल जॉब नहीं करोगे. एक बार आप ऑफिसर लेवल में पहुंच जाते हो, देन यू विल नॉट गो टू द जूनियर क्लर्क लेवल में आप काम नहीं करोगे फिर, करेक्ट? मतलब यहाँ पे जैसे इसलिए मतलब और एक चीज, एक ऐसा आई ऑलरेडी टोल्ड यू कि इंटरनल रिकंस्ट्रक्शन ये सिचुएशन कंपनी के लाइफ टाइम में सिर्फ एक बार होता है. तो यहाँ इंटरनल रिकंस्ट्रक्शन करने के बाद जो कंपनी को प्रॉफिट होगा तो वो प्रॉफिट को भी हम वो रिजर्व में ट्रांसफर करेंगे जहाँ पे नॉन रिपीटेटिव नेचर का प्रॉफिट्स ट्रांसफर होता है. तो दैट इज नोन एज कैपिटल रिजर्व. सो कैपिटल रिडक्शन का जो बैलेंस है वो हम कहाँ पे ट्रांसफर करेंगे? दैट वी विल बी ट्रांसफरिंग टू द कैपिटल रिजर्व. Okay, with this I will end today's lecture, and from tomorrow, the next lecture onwards, we will do the journal entries in this chapter. Thank you very much everyone. I end